Hello,
Hello.
my name is ISIMBI Rugema Paradis, and I am a product designer at Irembo.
What's one motto that has guided you throughout your career? Something that you think every woman should live by?
The motto that has guided me is to always be a humble learner. Tech and pretty much life is always a learning curve, and I always believe there's room for improvement, so I always go look for that improvement.
From a citizen's perspective, what major problems have been solved through your work at Irembo?
What Irembo came to solve initially was to provide that convenience, so we reduced the processing time. A service that could take a whole day to get is now taking like an hour. We've made the services more convenient, so if you need your birth certificate at 1 a.m., fill out a form at 1 a.m. and you'll get it first time in the morning. We've also increased the adoption rate of the digital payments. Before it was hard to trust online transactions, especially for the citizens. But as they do it more often, as they do it recurrently, they start trusting that, and it increases the adoption.
As partners of RISA in digitalizing government services, what's one major challenge you faced in designing digital services?
The challenge that we really encountered, as I said, it's always a learning curve, but it was really building for people who are not tech-savvy citizens. And we're talking about people who had just interacted with smartphones for the first time, or barely knew how to open just WhatsApp and send back the message. So user research really helped in understanding their context, their environment, and how they do interact with those digital solutions and build around that. So we really tried to bring solutions that speak to users and citizens in their own language. Irembo Gov is available in Kinyarwanda and pretty much all the platforms that we are currently launching out. Our solutions come hand in hand with things that speak to the user. You will see things like Dikorere that really create the digital confidence in the citizens. Things like agents that handhold the citizens who are not able to apply for themselves. And all of those combined really provide the experience that the citizens need at any time they need it.
Could you walk us through your design process and how it shapes a seamless citizen journey while accessing government services?
It's pretty hard to put it in 4 more steps, but I'll try to phrase it in 4 phases. One is user research, really understanding, spending too much time in the problem space to understand the context they use and how users feel about the problem. And then from there, we try to map out ideal journeys, like flows, for those specific problems that you have encountered. And then from there, we prototype and then test out with real users to see how the solutions that we are building actually speaking to the users, and then iterate. So from there, it's prototyping, testing, iterating, and then it goes on and on.
What advice would you give to young women aspiring to be where you are right now?
The advice I would give to young women is to dare, really. Take up the space, do your thing. Don't wait for when it's perfect. It's never perfect. So just do it shaking, do it uncertain, but do it and just go ahead.